All right, man. We are here with Justin from Awkward Factor 8, another great band out of San Antonio, Texas, with the lovely Rachel Martinez hooking us up with it. What's going on with you, buddy?
Oh, not much, man. Just chilling. We're actually out of Corpus Christi. Rachel's a good friend of ours. Out of
Oh,
San Antonio.
Corpus Christi. That's right. Most of the band she sends me is from San Antonio, so.
Yeah, she's real big up there.
Yeah. So, give me a rundown, or introduce your band to me, and give me a little history of it.
Well, so we got Donald Ledesma. He's on guitars, rhythm and lead. Jason Holdinga, he's on bass, and Robert Anthony, he kicks the bass for us. I'm the vocalist.
Right.
And we've been jamming for about, I'd say, 18 years.
Oh, wow. You guys have been 18 years. Wow.
Yeah, we took a sabbatical for about 6 years. Couldn't manage shows and kids, so we raised our kids and they got back together.
Right, that's outstanding, actually, yeah.
Yeah, so now we can
same
put more
lineup
time into the music.
Same.
Not exactly the same lineup. We had a bass player. My brother, he actually took his life, but
oh, I'm sorry.
it sparked a new flame in us, man. It got us all back together to create music. So,
right on.
Something good comes out of everything. I guess you can look at it that way.
So, was it like just picking up where you left off, or was there a transition? Did you have to get used to playing together again? What was that like after 6 years?
Yeah, man, we practiced for about 3 weeks, and then we went and threw a killer show.
No shit.
Yeah, it's just like riding a bike.
That's the way it is right there,
really
buddy.
I mean, metal's metal. I mean, if it's running through your blood, it's running through your blood. There ain't shit you can do about it.
This is true, and this is true. And if it is in your blood, you can't deny it neither. So
I hear you on that.
So that's amazing. I'm still getting over the fact that you guys were together. How long were you together before you took the sabbatical?
Oh, let's see.
Oh, you and Anthony were together for 10 years before I joined, and then we were together for 3 or 4 years before.
So you had about 18 years. Yeah, 18 years total, and then I'd say we've all been together. We took a sabbatical. We've been back at it, about a year and a half now? Year and a half, and so I'd say we were together about 9.5, 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Took the sabbatical and then got back.
So did the scene after 6 years, that's what, 2-3 generations of bands? Were you welcomed and were you known right away, or did you have to rebuild a following? What was that like?
We still had a little bit of a cult following from back in the day, but interesting enough, we picked up a lot of new metalheads. I guess our music was a little ahead of its time whenever we were jamming before the sabbatical, and now, it's like some of the new shit coming out, and we just went with the flow, kept writing, coming up with new stuff based off of the things that's out there right now. I'd be surprised. I think we got more younger listeners now than anything. I mean, from ages of like 19 to 25. I mean,
that's awesome.
We're a little older, but we don't mind.
Right.
We'll accept anybody, man. You want to come turn yourself on to some AF8? That's great.
So, what about the other bands? Are the same bands around that were around before your sabbatical, or you had to get to know a whole new set of people?
I'd say maybe 2 or 3 bands are the same. But yeah, we pretty much had to get a hold of new people, new managers, new clubs.
Bro,
the clubs that
new booking people.
Them, either they sold or the person that we knew that had it, got rid of the club. Or
went out of business,
or
owed taxes.
Business.
That's how it is.
Yeah, it's been interesting, to say the least. We've got help, we've had help from people that we've known a while that, will open the door for us and say, hey, this is who you need to talk to, or they'll just straight up tell an owner, hey, you want these guys to play. They ain't fucking around.
That's awesome to have somebody to keep people in the scene like that knows and can keep active for you. It's like having spies or agents, isn't it?
There you go.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
So now, when you approach, are you writing new material, or is this all the same material from before your break in activity there?
No, we're taking like I think we got like 3 old songs that we're incorporating in our set, but everything so far has been all new. Kind of same flow, different direction. Over the years, we've listened to everything come out. When we stopped doing Disturbed and System of a Down, they're at the top of the charts. And you look at it now, and you got all the Avenged Sevenfold. You've got all the big hitters out there that are different, and
right.
All that remains. All these guys that are out there that are kicking it right now. We look at that and we listen to all that. We grew up on Slayer and Sepultura.
Hell yeah.
Hardcore shit and Cold Chamber. Back in the day, music. That I still jam.
You're from Texas and didn't mention Pantera.
Yeah, well, that's a given, sir.
Good comeback there, bud. Good comeback.
That's a tattoo, man. There's no words that can describe Pantera.
So now that you said everything you're doing is basically new, with the exception of like 3 songs. So do you find the same influences as you had before? I mean, when you put it down, did you put it down completely, or did you keep writing and just keep like a notebook of lyrics? Because I know a lot of vocalists do that.
Oh, I've always wrote. I never stopped writing. It's my outlet, and that's the way that I get rid of stress, man. I've always wrote acoustic songs, and we'd always be jamming. The guys would come over. I mean, we still hung out. We just never really, did the whole band scene and got in and played shows and stuff like that. We'd get together every now and then, throw a jam session, but
the backyard barbecue party. Yep.
Hell yeah. You know how that goes.
Hell yeah. As soon as the outlaw country crowd finds out that the groove outlaw metal, we all do the same things, just with different soundtracks. Man, the band that can put those two together, that's going to be your next superstar.
Well, I've been teetering on that idea. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, here in Nashville, they're starting to figure it out, because you go to these bigger country shows, you see the roadies, they're all wearing Iron Maiden shirts, and the drummer might be wearing a Judas Priest shirt, so the metal is here in Music City too. I mean, it's like barely underground, it's like they don't want to be in the forefront because, it is country music, but it's all the same people. The people that play country during the day are to pay the bills, are playing metal at night for the soul, Damn
right. I know a lot of people like that, especially down here on the South Coast, man.
Right.
I mean, it's always like that. There's a big Texas country scene down here, and every single show that you go to one of those, and there's people wearing Pantera shirts, Led Zeppelin shirts. They're all metalheads.
And the thing what I like is that you'll wear metal shirts from a band that hasn't put out a record in 20 years. You know what I mean? It's in the pop world, if the T-shirt's only good for 18 months.
If that, man.
Right. Like David Lee Roth said, here today, gone later today.
I hear you.
So, what differences have you noticed in the scene, in the whole scene, coming taking a 6-year break and then coming back and hitting it? And are the fans different, or what's different?
Everything's a little bit different. I mean, if you look at it from different angles, different aspects, I look at the crowd and just the way that they interact with the music's a lot different. When we were jamming before, it was, hardcore mosh pits, getting after it. And now there's more of lately I've seen more of like a laid back. I want to listen to the music. I want to understand. I want to hear it. I want to feel the music. Of course, you're going to have your pit every now and then, somebody's going to get crazy.
Right.
So, there's no avoiding it, but I mean, I've talked to a lot of people after the shows that we've had, and it's more along those lines, you know. Hey, you know, I really like this, or I really like that song.
So they're
you know,
paying
about
more
this,
attention. You know. They're paying more attention to the art as opposed to the aggression.
That's right.
Okay,
And
so it's not a pure outlet of emotion anymore or aggression. It's I want to actually hear you perform, and I want to hear a little bit of talent.
Damn right, and it's a good thing because I mean, you'd have people before that were just there to, you know, to kick the shit out of somebody.
Right, I remember that.
Like, that ain't why I'm up here, you know. You know, I want you to take something from what I'm saying. You know, take something from what these guys are bleeding up here on the stage to perform.
Right.
I mean, you know, we don't sit there with our, you know, blood, sweat, and tears, you know, machine head, but fucking, we're there to create music, to create something that you can identify with, understand, maybe take a little bit back home with you, and every now and then, if you need to, yeah, let's get out there and kick the shit out of somebody.
Right, because you still need that every once in a while. Speaking of kicking the shit out of somebody, tell me what's up with the Texas Throwdown Festival.
All right, so July 15th and 16th in San Antonio, Texas, is going to be a Texas Throwdown Festival. It's going to be it's at Camargo Park. On the 15th, it's going to be all rock, metal. 16th, they're going to do an R&B thing. So obviously, we're playing the 15th.
Yeah.
There's also going to be MMA fighters there, MMA matches, boxing, giant car show.
Was that big cars or a whole lot of cars?
A lot of cars, man.
Okay.
A lot of cars. Yeah, they're expecting.
I'm interested in that bikini contest they're talking about, man. You need to go take some pictures of that and post it online.
You know, I could take your ass in that. Ain't no problem.
Yeah, make sure you tag the Clam Show in that. We're all
we're
all about some hot bikinis.
We can put that up. That ain't a problem.
And if you can, you know, talk a few of those young ladies out of those bikinis, that would be absolutely fucking wonderful too.
Yes, it would be wonderful.
So tell us, I heard you talking about a video coming out soon.
Oh yeah, so we got 2 videos coming out soon. Well, tell them.
We have 2 videos out right now. We have Voices on YouTube right now by Mark Ortega. He filmed it for us. So we have that one. That was our prime one. That was our first one that broke us in. I'm Don, by the way.
Hi, Don.
And hey, how's it going, brother? And so we did that one, and then he put one together for Political Enemy, which was great what we did on that one. Those 2 videos are out right now, so anybody can check those out. And then we have these about 2 more coming out here, like you said, about 2 months.
Yeah,
excellent.
We're working on. It's a 3x5. I think we sent you that track. That's one of our new tracks.
Right.
And then we're debating the next video. It's either going to be Revolution Drive or a song we just wrote called Vain.
How do you spell that?
More of a Vain, V-I-E-N or V-E-I-N. Or
like a blood vein?
Whatever. Yeah, like a blood vein.
Oh, okay, all right.
Kind of a cross between Rage Against the Machine and System of a Down.
Huh. Okay.
Kind of sound came out on that one.
So tell somebody if a guy has never seen an Awkward Factor 8 show, try to tell them what to expect.
Energy, pure energy. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you go in there depressed on frickin' Prozac. By the time you get done listening to our show, you're gonna walk out, you know, on cloud 9, you know, full of adrenaline. I mean, we bring it every time we're up there, and that's what we're really wanting to get across. You know, enjoy the music, jump the fuck up, do what you gotta do, give me some feedback, but at anything else, you're gonna feel the energy coming from the stage, man. It's a vibe like no other.
All right. So now tell us your influences. Like who's influenced you as a vocalist? Who would you say is your role model?
Oh man, I got a lot of them. They jump genres. I mean, Jim Morrison, soul searching writing there. Stephen Jenkins from Third Eye Blind, Max Cavalera from Sepultura, and Lanselmo Pantera. I derive music from everywhere, and I listen to everything. So, I can even, I listen to, Texas country. I get some shit from there. I listen to R&B every now and then. I'll listen to everything going on in the entire music scene and just what's happening, what's hitting, what sounds good, everything all together. But yeah, pretty much I can draw influence from anywhere.
Oh, excellent. Well, now through process of elimination, and you've been in the scene quite a long time, you got to tell me, what was the most strangest thing you've seen happen at a show?
That I've seen happen at a show?
Yep, that you witnessed.
Oh, well, our bass player threw a tampon being thrown at the audience.
Wait a minute, was it used?
No, I didn't throw my tampon. I kept my tampon in. I kept mine in, yeah.
Yeah, so that would be the weirdest thing.
Was it used?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was like all bloody and...
Yes, it was.
Well, how did you get a bloody tampon in the first place?
An old band back from Tampa called Jenna Torture. She her bloody ass tampon and threw it in the crowd.
I think did they go on tour with GWAR?
Yes.
I saw that tour. Oh my God, that is like going back to the late 80s.
Yep, late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, Jenna Tortures. That's like 88, 89 time frame. Yeah, I saw that tour.
89, 90, maybe 91.
Yep, I saw that in Pennsylvania. It had to be.
There you go.
It had to be 89, 90 because it was before I went in the Army.
Shit, you might have been at the same show. Were you in Pennsylvania then?
No, it was the one. It was the one up in a place called Airport Music Hall in Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania. It hasn't existed in decades, but yeah, I remember that show because right before he died, he was playing here in Nashville, and I got to hang out with him and talk to him. And how I got his attention is he was walking by, Odorous, of course. And I said, I saw you on the Scum Dogs and the Hello tour. And he stopped and he turned and he looked. He's like, you're older than you look. And we started just, and he had this like a tradition when he was leaving with the people that hung out with him behind stage and everything. That he would try to tell the grossest joke. Everyone had to tell a gross joke.
Yep.
And I got him on one. I looked at him and I was like, how do you know when how does a woman from Kentucky know when her daughter's on the rag? She can taste it on her son's dick. And I actually got to gross out Odorous with that joke. It was fucking great. His was two cannibals were eating a dude, and one started at one end, the other one started at the other. Guy said, "How you doing?" "I'm fine." "How you doing?" "I'm having a ball." "Slow down, you're eating too fast." That was his, man. I'll never forget that shit. Fucking Odorous, we miss you.
The whole scene way back then, that was great. You had the whole death metal scene coming out way back then, and it was beautiful.
But then you had GWAR, which didn't fit anywhere. It didn't fit in death metal. It didn't fit in punk rock. Didn't fit in thrash metal. Didn't fit in anything. It was GWAR.
No, they were their own deal.
Then
again, so was Jeff. She was definitely her own deal.
Sleazy Pete from back in it. Oh man, you brought back a lot of memories.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Jenna Tortures, they threw tampons into the crowd. That's fucking sick. That's gross. I don't know if that can be topped. That's pretty gross, man.
Yep.
So tell everybody where they can find out Awkward Factor 8, where they can find them on the internet, where they can hear your music, and they can deal with all things Awkward Factor 8. Go.
Go to Facebook. We're Awkward Factor 8 at Facebook. We're on YouTube. You can find us on YouTube.
You find us on SoundCloud. We have a few songs on SoundCloud and also on Reverb Nation. We just got up there with them. So I think we have like 2 or 3 songs on Reverb Nation.
Right.
So yeah, you'll get those on there. But We haven't put 3x5 up yet. That one's good. That one will be up here pretty soon.
You're the first person to get a copy.
You're the first person to get a copy of that one, actually.
Excellent, as it should be.
Yes, sir.
So, I gotta ask the name. Where did the name Awkward Factor 8 come from?
All right, so the name Awkward Factor 8. So I'm a big Superman fanatic, and me and my brother, the former bass player, we watched Smallville, man, and it was one of the lines that got told to Superman, Clark Kent, during the show. You're taking it to a level, and don't take it to that level anymore. It's beyond Awkward Factor 8. And I was just like, man, that's an awesome fucking name.
Yeah, that's cool.
We were in the process of switching, things up and everything, and I just said, hey man, let's go with this, because we're awkward and we're beyond that level. So it fucking fits. And if you really don't like to say it, you can just call us AF8.
AF8. Yeah, I like that. That's a clever little name there. I really like it. So
yeah, it's different. Nobody else has ever. I've Googled us, and there is nobody else with that name.
That's good. That's a big deal too.
It's hard to do.
Everything's cool until you get that letter from that band's lawyer saying, "Hey, you're using a name we paid for." It's like, oh shit. Okay, I'm sorry.
We're registered. We're trademarked. We're good.
Man, when are you gonna come on over here to Nashville and start playing?
Whenever you're fucking ready, man.
Well, you're going to have to go ahead and get a hold of Rachel. What we're trying to do is we're going to be trying to set up a little bridge, a portal, if you would, for San Antonio bands to come into Nashville here, and then Nashville bands to go to San Antonio, go back and forth like a bunch of gig swapping. And I gotta say, so far the Texas bands I've heard has been fucking kicking ass. I have yet to find a slouch in the talent department coming out of Texas. Nashville better watch its ass.
Well, come on, man. We follow a long line of predecessors. We've got to show the fuck up.
All right.
Our sound is we have like a distinctive, different kind of sound from everybody else. That's how we stand out. We're awkward. Yeah, it's just we have just a distinctive.
We have a groove.
Yeah.
Everybody else wants to play 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
We want to bring that.
We want to bring that Pantera chunkiness, that headbanging kind of just like you just want to hit somebody someday, or that day. It don't fucking matter.
It don't matter.
It's just we're just bringing that sound, and we're kind of infusing everything kind of together. Not so technical, but just right up there in your face, and
like
that's
bluesy kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Amped up blues. That's the best kind of metal, in my opinion.
C5 meets Earth, Wind, and Fire meets Slayer. There you go.
Exodus meets the Bee Gees.
There you
go.
Awkward Factor 8, brother.
So before we wrap this up, I'm gonna have to get you to give me a bumper now, or a tag, whatever. Some people call it bumpers, some people call them tags. We're gonna, hey, this is Awkward Factor 8, and you're listening to the Bearded Clam Show on metalheadradio.com. When you're ready, give it a go.
Hey, this is Awkward Factor 8. You're listening to the Bearded Clam Show on metalheadradio.com.
Fuck yeah. All right, guys, man. Keep us informed and updated on what's going on with all things Awkward Factor 8. Don't hesitate to reach out to old Lady Metal. Fuck that up, huh? Don't hesitate to reach out to Lady Metal, Rachel Martinez, to schedule you to call in anytime. Now that we've had your music and we got you a pre-recorded interview, keep an eye out to see when this is going to get... It'll take a little while before it airs and gets promoted, but you'll see all that here coming up. So thanks again, fellas. Thank you for your time. We can't wait. Got your music. Can't wait. We're going to be listening to it next here on the Bearded Clam Show.
Appreciate it.
Later. Thank you.
Take care, buddy.
You too.
This is DJ Nova telling you to tune in to the Bearded Clam Show Friday nights at 8 on metalheadradio.com. Come jam out with your clam out.